Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with the final part of the Mega Man 3 Let's Play. And now this red asshole is once again showing his face. He's got a brand new mask. I don't really care. We're going to meet this asshole in the ring right now. Let's go. And he's doing the same shit as before. Maybe he's for serious this time, though. I mean, who just puts that mask on for no reason? It's not like he has an identity to hide or anything. We saw him earlier without the mask. Oh, but what's this? Oh, no. Right after we received the last element. What? Wiley ran off with Gamma. Wiley. Son of a bitch! Wiley was evil the entire time. Who could have seen this coming? Note the lack of enthusiasm or surprise in my voice. So we harnessed all of those power crystals I guess we've been collecting for this entire game. I'm not sure. But, you know, Wiley, according to the game, suddenly, hijacked Gamma and took off with him. And I made a getaway into his brand new Wily Fortress. This is Wily Fortress 3, folks. And damn, Wiley did not have the time to properly prepare this dungeon for Mega Man. Folks, this is, and I know I'm not really spoiling anything here. If you guys see my review on Mega Man 3 on Some Call Me Johnny, you know that this is one of, if not the easiest, Wily Fortress in the entire franchise of Mega Man. Classic Mega Man anyway. Well, I guess it only applies to Classic Mega Man. But they did not give one fuck when designing this stuff. They give you power-ups and E-tanks galore in every single stage. They put them behind barriers, like these hard-knuckle barriers, similar to like the Crash Bomb walls in Mega Man 2. But it's not like you have to solve any particular puzzle to get to these things. You just go up to the barrier, give it a hard knuckle, and there you go. Look, they even give you a weapon capsule refill to refill that hard knuckle that you just used to get that E-tank. The Wily Fortress 3 just is such a comfortable joyride from stage 1 to the very end of the game. I mean, I'm serious, not even really any of the bosses put up that much of a challenge. Maybe one or two if you don't know what you're doing, but you're gonna have so many E-tanks at this point that you can win just from war of attrition. You just keep shooting them as long as you shoot them more than they shoot you. You're gonna beat the game just fine. I mean, damn. Look at disappearing, reappearing blocks in such a small, confined area. But at this point in time, you have Rush Jet. And it's not like you can avoid getting Rush Jet. You get it after beating Needle Man no matter what you do. But they even give you Weapon Capsule. It's like they expected you to use Rush Jet there. It's like, why bother with the disappearing, reappearing blocks? But the first boss of Wily Fortress 3 is this thing. I really should have the Mega Man knowledge base up so I can learn the names of these bosses like I did for Mega Man 1. But just for strategies, you can't attack that machine up there. He launches these turtles. You destroy the turtles, which damages the boss's health meter. Shadow Blade one-shots these things. The little twister things do not hurt, they just push you. That's it. A very simple start to Wily Fortress 3. My god. Okay, so now we're in Wily Fortress 3 Stage 2. I'm doing this as a multitasking, trying to figure out the name of that boss that we just utterly decimated. And maybe it's really not that big of a deal, I know. But, again, these stages, in conjunction, we're just giving you all of these weapon pickups and energy pickups and E-tanks. They're also really short. Like, I don't think any stage in this fortress lasts longer than, say, like a minute and a half tops. There we go. The name of that boss that we destroyed with the Shadow Blaze when that shot the turtles was the Kamegoro Maker. Kamegoro. Okay. Again, look at this. I got these pillars. We got instant death spikes. We got these contraptions from Hardman stage that if you stand on for too long, you got these like gator mouths that pop up and like grab Mega Man's ankles and give him such a bite. But again, you have Rush Jet. You have Rush Jet. You can fly over all of this. You got the bees, obviously. But the bees are, you've dealt with the bees before plenty of times in Hard Man stage. You can get them all in a line like that, like I have right there. Just turn around and just give them a Mega Buster. They're all lined up so neat and tight, they'll go down really fast. I'm just ignoring them because there's no point in ever going after them, because now we're at the end of the stage. And for the boss of Wily Fortress Stage 3, it is, oh god damn it. It is the return of the Yellow Devil. Well, this one is Yellow Devil Mark II. Well, despite the Mark II, it's actually easier than the original Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. First off, as you see, the speed of his pieces that he shoots at you when he's forming himself are not as fast as the original Yellow Devil's segments. That and, there's a little more in-between time between each blob that goes from left to right or right to left. And, yeah. Yellow Devil Mark II's weakness is the hard knuckle. If you have good timing, I believe you can get a total of 3 hard knuckles into his eye. Very least 2, if you're able to shoot him rapidly. And as you can see, with hard knuckle, it's slow, but you can adjust the altitude of the knuckle. You can, as soon as you shoot it, it can go up and it can go down. It's very slow regardless, but you can adjust the altitude of the weapon. So in case your shot's not properly aligned the first time, hold up or down on the D-pad, and you should be able to properly realign yourself. The only difference between Mark II and the original is that sometimes when the Yellow Devil is going from right to left or left to right, he doesn't go like piece to piece. He actually just bunches himself into little pieces and just starts bouncing all over the place. I think the best way to dodge that transition is via the slide. But again, if you take a lot of damage, you should have like 6 or 7 energy tanks at this point. You're gonna win this dungeon. You just have to. You got this far. You've beaten all 8 Robot Masters. You've beaten the Doc Robot segments, which I think are harder than the Wily Fortress segments. Then there is no reason why you couldn't beat Wily Fortress 3. You just can't. It's just impossible. It would be a weird anomaly if you somehow couldn't, but take it from me. I have faith in you. You can do it. Look at that. Just give me an E-tank. Just no, effortlessly. Now, in terms of the Fortress soundtrack in itself, I think this is the first Wily Fortress that has a different song for each stage. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Wily Fortress. No, I think Mega Man Wily Fortress 1 only had 2 tracks, as did Mega Man 2. I think that's how it was. I think Mega Man 3 is the first to have different songs for each stage. And as a whole, really good stuff. I think I stated earlier, like, Mega Man 3 soundtrack, I think doesn't compare to Mega Man 2's, but it does have some really kick-ass tracks. I can say that the boss music of Wily Fortress Stage 3, that goes for all the bosses, is one of my favorite tracks in the Mega Man franchise. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. It's so fast-paced. I just like the way it begins, like, da-da, da-da-da-da. I just like that. I don't know why. I just really do. One of my favorite Wily boss themes in the franchise, without a doubt. Oh, look, we got 2 mystery tanks up there. Now, granted, it could be anything inside there. It could be energy capsules. It could be weapon capsules. It could be extra lives. Hell, it could be an E-tank. But, I'm only saying this because I don't remember exactly what I get from these. Yeah. I didn't. I appreciate it, but I didn't really need it. I got 8 energy tanks. Alright, now the boss of Wily Fortress 3, Stage 3, is... we've had this sort of concept, like, Mega Man 1 had the clone Mega Man, copy bot, I think it was, or copy robot. So Wily decided to up the ante. It's Mega Man 3, let's have 3 copy robots, and that's it. I'm not kidding. You can only target 1 copy robot. That's the hardest part of the battle, is finding out which one you can damage. But the moment you find out which one it is, 3 shots of Search Snake is all it takes. That's it. 3 shots. I don't know, maybe Wily gave the copy robots of fear of snakes, so snake phobia. There's a word for that, a term for that. a snake phobia. Maybe Mega Man secretly has a snake phobia and Wily's just that damn good at copying stuff. Who knows? But Wily Fortress Stage 4, or Wily Fortress 3 Stage 4, really short again like its predecessors, but this is also the boss rush level. Now folks, as I stated at the Mega Man 2 Let's Play, I'm not showing off any boss rushes anymore because you know what to expect, you know what to do, you have all the 8 Robot Master's weapons for such an occasion such as this, so I'm going to skip it. However, there's one tidbit I do want to bring mention to, and I found this so odd when I found out about it when I was recording footage for this. All the Robot Masters in the boss rush segment are weak to their own weapon, as I will demonstrate with just one battle. Who do we show off here? Snake Man. So Snake Man usually has a fear of the, I think it was the needle cannon, but in the boss rush version of it, he's weak to his own weapon. Every Robot Master is afraid of their own weapon. You know, Shadow Man, Shadow Blades, Spark Man, Spark Shot, Magnet Man, Magnet Missile, Top Man, Top Spin, if you can hit him. I'm not letting it go, folks. I've just thought, but yeah, that's an interesting tidbit. I think that's the only Mega Man game that does that. Give the boss rush Robot Masters a weakness to their own weapons. Oh, it's generous with the extra lives too. Yeah, but that's where it ends. There's no boss after the boss rush. Well, I mean that'd be kind of odd and padding if it was, I suppose. But now we're in the final stage. This is it. We're gonna womp Wiley, assuming he's here. But they give us so many power-ups though to begin with, you know. It's all good and dandy. I don't really need any of that, so I'm just gonna slide under here. Alright, now it's time for the Wily Machine 3. Some sort of giant metallic crab thing. Whatever. Oh, who knows. It has a turret in the bottom, a few shots of Spark Shot, gets rid of it really fast. After that, Wiley himself will appear on the top capsule, as tradition would have it. Now, he has a weakness to the hard knuckle. I find that very awkward to hit him with, if only because he does that, what you just saw right there. He likes to dip in and down, up and down every once in a while. And though you can adjust the angle of hard knuckle, assuming you can get the timing down of when he's going to dip, then by all means, and as I ignore a moonwalking Mega Man there for a second, we found out that Wiley was a fake. Son of a... I gotta tell you though, I mean, the sentience of these robots and fakes are remarkable. It kind of makes the achievements in like Mega Man X not that spectacular when we can already do stuff like that in the classic series. Look at that, you know, that's not the end of the game. We're at the final, this is the real final stage, and they give you so much shit right before you begin. So I don't need any of that stuff, so I just go right past that. But the Wily Machine Stage 1, Wily Machine 3, as you saw, the Rush Jet strategy does wonders. But the real final boss of the game is Gamma. Yeah, this is that peacekeeping robot that we were talking about in Part 1, the one that Light and Wiley were harnessing energy crystals for to power up. And it goes down with one top spin! You know, maybe that was the point. I mean, Gamma was initially built as a peacekeeping robot. It probably wasn't, I don't know why it would have so many battle applications or weapons programs. Maybe it was a really half-assed rush job from Wiley. But yeah, Gamma, damn. Mega Man, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. I wonder who brought you here. There's no question mark after that. I'm sorry. This whistle. It must have been Proto Man. Oh, alright. So, it turns out that Breakman, that jumping douchebag that's been pestering us throughout the entire game, is actually Proto Man. I spoiled that earlier, I'm pretty sure I did. But, what's the relevance? Why does Light know about Proto Man? What's with this whistling tune? And why are we suddenly now just getting the cast and credits roll for Mega Man 1? Yeah, so we get like a little roster call here for all the creations of Light, hence all the Mega Man 1 robots. We get Roll here. I think that's the first time we ever see like a mugshot of her. Mega Man, of course, that's a given, number 1. But it's here that we find out that Proto Man, number 000, was a new robot prototype and the brother of Mega Man. So, why was Proto Man attacking us this entire time? What was the point of the Brakeman? Well, the Brakeman disguise, I think, was just to hide his identity from Light. Not that I don't think Light would do anything about it if he knew it was Proto Man. But I gotta say, that Mega Man 3, in terms of its story, is one of those you have to read the manual in order to get more info out of. Because if you just play this game by itself, Proto Man comes out of nowhere. You don't know what his story is. At the end of the game, after you beat Doc Robot segments, you're wondering why the hell is he now suddenly wearing a mask. It doesn't really make much sense just from playing the game by itself. So yeah, Proto Man was the brother of Mega Man. Initially, one of the first creations of Dr. Light when it came to battle robots. But there's more to Proto Man than just that. He has quite a backstory, one that I'm pretty sure we'll get into whenever I decide to get to the future series of classic games. Because this is the end of what was considered the original trilogy of Mega Man. Because I might have mentioned this in a previous part, but the first six Mega Man games on the NES are considered broken up into two trilogies. There's 1 through 3, and there's 4 through 6. It has something to do with the ongoing, because it does make sense in that sort of regard, because in the first 3 Mega Man games, it's all about stopping Wily, in a sense where Wily's the main antagonist. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And for some reason, all the Mega Man games in Japan have subtitles. They didn't bother translating those for English-speaking audiences, but the Mega Man 3 subtitle was, the end of Dr. Wily. Mega Man 2 I think was the Revenge of Dr. Wily. Mega Man 1, I don't think Mega Man 1 had a subtitle. I'm not sure, but Mega Man 3 is considered the end of the Wily saga. So come Mega Man 4, we got a new villain to face in the form of Dr. Cossack. But that is for another time, folks, because I am not going to do Mega Man 4 next. We are going back to Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories next Monday. We're starting out the Reverse Rebirth saga. That's the Riku part of the story. It's going to be a short one, but we're going back to that world, and after that, well, we got more Let's Plays planned out for you folks, and assuming scheduling is consistent, not jinxing anything here, I hope, and we got some more content for you ready to go, folks. So, thank you for watching. That is the end of the Mega Man 3 Let's Play. I'll see you guys next week with Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories Reverse Rebirth. I'm Johnny of the Super Gamer Brothers. You guys have a great night. Thank you for watching, and take care.